EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Green. Angel. Hey, Ken.
Fields going to throw right away. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. Down the sideline he goes. And a fake right in. Touchdown, New York. And Xavier Worthy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And the Jets pressure 2 notches, down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Will try and do this himself. And that's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 9, but leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Fields. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 1.
19 windy. Hey, no, Monday. Go.
To throw is Fields. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Now Fields going to move him around. On 3rd down, Overton. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Angel, here we go. Use your hand, Hey, Chad.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he gets it down to the 32. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That's another Jets. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, and give it to him again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Corum will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. Here's Allen. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Round 80. 56, 56.
Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Another Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Seattle.
Throwing now is Allen. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jets 14, Seahawks 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one not returnable, not by a large stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. We good. 11.
Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 2nd and 9.
36-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Allen going to change the look here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Allen. He completes this to Walker. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Allen going to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Allen. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Inaudible here to get a new look. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Josh Allen, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
And a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
At the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down the net before he works it past the 50. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and a couple.
Yep. Here we go. Hey, 331, 331. Right.
Now Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, 39 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks, 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen going to change this at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
First down, Seahawks.
To throw, it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they do finally get him at the 12. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Now it's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Angel, Angel, Angel.
Here's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Back to throw. Fields. He finds Taylor. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, son. West right zip. Turn on, son. Alpha, 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 alpha. 11, 11, 11. Delta.
Fields now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Zach Ball gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Hurry up, hurry up.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 windy, here we go. All right.
To throw is Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to get in that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before half for Allen. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Allen going to change it up.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
And now they'll shift things around. Back to Walker on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a third and long.
319.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Allen's pass.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Allen, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly was lost. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Jets, 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How do they go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A shotgun snap, Fields. It's caught, Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
You got a chip slip.
Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
40-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 19, green 19. Hey, Karen. Test, buck straight. Hey, spin. Go.
Fields throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now to Common's side, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go. 222, 220. Hey, Karen. Extend. Hey, Karen. Out, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go, son. Delta. Turbo, son.
To the air again, Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only you want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll look to throw now on first down. Allen going to run with it. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
56.
Now Allen. That's to his running back, complete. Down the right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 37. And the Seahawks first down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now Fields going to run. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here. Now a handoff up the middle. Overton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll change things up.
Easy. Hey, never mind, Monday. Go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that run.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go, son. No mod. 58, who's here's that? Right.
Now Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Turn on, son. Extend. Go get him. That's 35. Right.
Up the middle. Here's Corum. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on second down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Green, press it. Go straight. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to take it in for the Jets touchdown. Blake Corum. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Chimps line. You got a mini base.
All eyes on Fields. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Seahawks 28. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Delta. Here we go. 319, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its head.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. 319, cut. EQ. Cut.
Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
What's right?
On 3rd down, here's Corum. And they'll hustle up to stack him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And something just was off there with the snap, and this is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks and that's exactly what we saw here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
Allen. And it's taken in by his big tight end.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
1st down, Seattle.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jets,